Hello YouTube, this is MTShark7 here, and this is another edition of Game Pickups. Now I wanted to get this video done because next week I'm going away on travel. So I like to, before I go on travel, I like to get whatever I haven't, put on video yet, like on video, so I can put it in my collection and be done with it and everything's up to date. So I have like a whole bunch of mishmash of stuff, random stuff I got, free stuff I got, so I don't know how long this video is going to be, but there's going to be magic. Magic's going to be involved, so that's good, interesting. Yeah, I'm sure you've never seen magic in game pickup video before, so let's get started. First up, I ended up, Nick was getting rid of some of his junk at his game store, so he ended up giving me this one, professional sports kit for the Wii. And I don't know, I guess it's for the Wii and Wii U. It looks like they kind of like mishmash both their symbols together. So it comes, it's funny how like they have like, it's a 4-in-1. It has the tennis racket, you got your baseball, got your golf club, and you got a driving controller. Wait a minute. There's no driving games in Wii Sports. So, you look here, baseball grip, golf, and racket for use with Wii Remote. It doesn't mention about the driving controller. Why didn't they just say 3 plus a freebie? Like, that would make more sense. I mean, it's cool, you know, I have a weird looking driving controller. Yeah, so there's instructions. If you don't know how to screw anything in, you will be screwed. So yeah, so there's that. I don't know where they just get these videos at. I've never seen a professional baseball. Yeah, I did, but if anything, why would they take a professional baseball pick of? Is it a professional? That can't be. It's like minor league. He's bunting. You can't have him swinging the damn bat and hitting the ball. He has to bunt like a little bitch. Oh, unbelievable. Who took these photographs? They should be fired. So there's that. Next up, oh, whatever. Next up, I got this little plastic holder for, what is it, Atari? Loose Atari games, and I think you can put other stuff in there, like, what else? ColecoVision might fit in here, and Odyssey 2. But I don't know. So it says it's from Clover. For those that remember what Clover was, I do, from way back in the early 90s. But I think this is from Clover. Like, I would imagine this actually looks like maybe a tape cassette holder that you put your tapes in. I don't know. I guess comment below if you know. Is it tape holder? I haven't put any like loose Atari games in there or anything like that, so to be honest, I don't know. It's a little dusty. I was thinking about dusting it, but I was like, what the hell's the point? I'm just going to be sitting in my closet until we move in a couple years. So I can't wait, and then I'll have my own game room, and I can have a shelf to put this on. So it'll look like that, and a bunch of games, probably with the end labels torn off. Next up, we have a yellow NES case. This is like some generic brand. So that's cool. And then our Grub Gun's going to be jealous of this. I ended up picking up a pink Super Nintendo. Maybe N64 does fit in here. Either way, N64 clamshell case. I mean, Super Nintendo clamshell case. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But there's that. And what else? Oh yes. So this is an interesting story. So I was on eBay, and for whatever reason, I was looking for box protectors. And now I learned my lesson, and I'm passing this on to you. Do not, if you're buying box protectors, do not go on eBay. Because, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Just Google the actual website and buy from the actual website. It's the same company, but in website form as opposed to eBay, because you'll be spending get the same amount of cases for half the price, which I screwed up when I bought those SNES N64 / Nintendo. Gonna think for a second. Yeah, don't do that. So, I was just looking around because I wanted to get my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance boxes with the box protectors, because they're I thought they were the ones until I busted out my 3DO. I'm like, oh my god, there's these long boxes. I have like 3 of them that are like crushed to all hell. So I was on eBay and I came across. I was looking up 3DO games, which they're so fucking expensive on eBay. Oh my gosh. I don't know what the hell got in with what's up with 3DO, but good lord, I'm not buying any games off eBay. That's just like ridiculous. Now there's some that are like cheap, but I'm like, really don't want to pay like more than 15. I don't know. Maybe that's the cheapness in me. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. So I found box protectors for the 3DO. So they had the guy, and he said there was 2 left in stock. And so I messaged the guy. I was like, oh, well, would you be able to combine shipping? Because, usually, like, eBay has their already answered frequently asked questions. So it actually did say something about combined shipping. But when I clicked it, there was nothing in there, which was kind of stupid. And eBay was like, did that help you? I'm like, no, there's nothing in the fucking thing. It said blank. So I was like, okay, then contact the seller. So I emailed them. I emailed, the Retro Game Cases. And I emailed them. Only once, not twice. So they didn't get back to me. So that night I was like looking on the app. I just remembered, I was like, well, duh me, why would I go on eBay, use the regular websites? So I'm looking and I'm like trying to compare. They're all the same price. One website, I had 2 websites. They had the same exact price for both like Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color cases. So I'm looking and I find another store and I'm like, wow, that logo looks quite familiar. So I'm looking and I'm like, oh wow, they have 3DO cases. And here I finally dawned on me, that's the same company that I'm trying to get off eBay. I'm like, why the hell am I going on eBay when I can just go to the regular site? So I'm browsing on the site, and they also have, you can actually buy the actual cases. Which I know some people will be like, oh, don't do that, you're wasting money, you're better off buying a whole stack of blank DVD cases and then go to Kinko's or wherever, freaking Office Max or whatever, you get professional printouts, which I haven't got that kind of time. So I'm looking, and I looked at the 3DO section because I'm playing the 3DO. Well, I was until I'm playing PlayStation 4. But I found 2 of the games two of my games I have just the game. I don't have the box or the manual. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll pick up these 2. So I ended up picking up Star Wars Rebel Assault, and I picked up Gex. So now all I need, I guess, is just the manual, and I'll be all set with that. And these are in really great shape. Like, it's funny, when I got these in the mail, like it was covered in 900 pounds of bubble wrap. Like, it was like so hard to get out. I was like, oh my god. This thing could get crushed and it would like be in pristine condition. And the quality of this is amazing. There's like everything's smooth cut, nothing's cut off or anything. And it's not, and it doesn't even feel like a cheap case like you would get if you bought like a 10-pack or a 20-pack at Best Buy or whatever. So yeah, so these were like $5 a piece, and the shipping was pretty cheap. I think got these two, and I ended up picking up 20 box protectors for my 3DO games, for the long box games, and it was, all that with shipping was like $7, so it was definitely worth it. The only thing I would not recommend is buying like the retro game cases, like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and like Game Boy and Game Boy Color, just because they're a little higher than the normal people that sell just those box protectors. But I would highly recommend going to them if you want like custom made boxes, because this is pretty freaking awesome. And yeah, like they're not cracked or anything, and the plastic seems to be pretty rugged too, kind of like something from like a Pelican case or something. So this is where the magic happens. So I think I mentioned in one of my complete in box, like box and manual type collection videos, that crushed, like, you can, like, box protectors make the box, like, you can go from crap to, like, pristine condition. It's so funny. It's like, this thing, you can look at it. It's beat the hell up. It's been smushed. It has tape over here. So, I'm going to put it in this box protector. I already, like, started making it so I don't waste your time. And it's going to look brand new. So here we go. Here is where the magic happens. I mean, it won't be as pristine because the corners are all jacked up and sucks. Okay. Making sure I put it in the right way. Get in there, you fool. Ah, I did it again. Damn it. Freaking tab keeps on bending back. Oh, you're doing this side too. Oh, trying to share magic and it's getting screwed up. So there you have it. Went from a crushed pile of shit to a pristine box, sorta. I mean, it still has the tape. I guess I could take that off, but I don't know. I had that tape on there for a couple of years, so I don't want to like rip it off and have the artwork come with it. So there you go. I already had this game, so that's not in the pickups. And here's the stuff that came with that. So that's all fine and dandy. The next up is I've been looking for, oh yeah, I guess I'll show you these. Everyone knows what box protectors look like. They come in 5,000 pounds of bubble wrap. Yeah, so there's the 20, well, 19, 20 there. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, I was looking to get a power base converter because I want to get back into playing, I've been, one of the systems I really neglect is the Sega Master System. I don't know, I like playing it, but I just don't buy games. The only time I buy games is if I go to, too many video games. I end up always with, one or two of them, and that's it. So, since I have my Retron 5, I was like, well, why don't I just get a power base converter? So that way I can play it in the whole one unit. So I was like, alright. So I was looking online and I found one for a decent price. That I did a best offer and the guy took it. But I was just cruising or just browsing eBay and I found the Master Gear converter, brand new. They ended up having a new old stock. I think they had maybe by the time of this recording, maybe 20 left. So I ended up picking up both. So here I have a brand new Master Gear converter, which I guess it's brand new. It's like sealed. It says it's brand new. I guess they just put packaging tape so it wouldn't open up during shipping. So that's brand new. Now, I don't know if this is an off-market brand, or if it's, because I remember, like, some of Game Gear's peripherals, when they switched over from their old logo to, like, I guess this is, like, their new one. I guess this is, like, the newer logo peripheral one. But usually they would have, like, the Sega Steel quality, right? So I don't know what the heck. I mean, it's the same thing. I don't know if this is an off-market. I hope this is an off-market brand. I mean, either way, I think I got a good deal on it. But there's that. Then I actually got power base converter, complete in box. The box, this is the only issue with the box itself. But it was funny. I was talking to Chad Bailey, and he was like, "Why don't you just get it loose? Why do you have to get it complete in box?" And I was telling him, I was like, because they're cheaper complete in box on eBay for some odd reason. Like, these things were going for over hundreds of dollars with just the unit. I didn't know they were that expensive. And so yeah, so got this finally. It has the manual and everything. Manual in there, styrofoam. Oh shoot. Came with this random cough drop. Oh man, the weird shit I get on eBay. And you all thought that, what is it, that tape job? Yeah, the painting tape job from the Game Boy games was bad, huh? Did you get a random cough drop? I don't think so. So there's that. Over here. And then, of course, I had to get a Sega Master System game, so I got Ghost House. And I played this once. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing in this game. I always like these goofy Sega card pictures. They always crack me up. They're like, here's the card. When it's right here, I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, there it is, Ghost House. I always like this always cracked me up. You could put your name on it. I'm always tempted to write Slim Shady on there. So silly. Because, hey, Bobby stole my game. It has my Ghost House. It has my name on it. And it's complete. It has the goofy posters and stuff attached. There's that. And last up is, well, I guess it was a spoiler from my last video, is Power Slave for the Sega Saturn. And it's funny, I remember reading about this in the GamePro back in like the early 1997-ish. When did this come out? It doesn't matter. So, yeah, so I was like, Nick had it, so I was like, oh, let me try this out. And let me tell you, this game is freaking amazing. Like, normally, like, you know, if you play like a first-person shooter type game, which is it's set in ancient Egypt times, which is kind of different and very obscure, but the controls are flawless. Like, normally, like, if you're using the D-pad on the Saturn, usually it's like kind of like crappy, and it's really hard to like maneuver, but the controls are like butter. This freaking awesome. And little did I mean, it's a little pricey. Well, obviously, it's a Saturn game. What do you expect? And, well, obviously, it's complete. This is the manual. But, what was I saying? Yeah, but when I got home, I didn't realize this actually came out for PlayStation 1 as well, but I was reading up this. I think this may have been, was supposed to be a Sega exclusive, but I think Sony or someone Sony Computer Entertainment picked it up 6 months later. and release this. But I heard the PlayStation version isn't as good as the Saturn version. So this is one of those rare, well, sort of rare instances where the Saturn version, like, it supersedes the PlayStation version. So yeah, definitely, I highly recommend this game. And what else? Oh, that is it. Bag is empty. Till we meet again, old friend. So yeah, that's it. I don't know if you have anything to say, if anything about those box protectors, if you agree with me. I don't know. If you had the same experience, let me know, but yeah, I guess that's it. Time to put the stuff away. Yes. Alright, so this is MT Shark 7 signing out. Have a good night.